Hey, Manchester United.
What happened? What happened to us?
Ah,
What happened to us
you're
now?
really asking me that question.
Everybody lost at Aston Villa now, but it was it was a. Let me. What do you have to say?
The match, honestly, I was really hoping that you guys would like win, and the reason is because Man U, just like Chelsea, you guys like to prove a point against the big teams, so-called big teams. I was hoping this was going to be one of those cases, but then it proves to me that maybe you guys think Aston Villa is not a big team, sha. But they are seriously challenging this season. I really wanted you guys to win.
I mean, we were considering the players that we had missing. It was a.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I mean, it was. It was. There's nothing more. I mean, obviously, you can take out the fact of making defensive mistakes and making personal errors, but like the crop of players we had and what they played today, maybe we deserve the draw at least from this game because they really played well. But that's like this match took me back to the first match of the season, where against Arsenal, where you played well. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes some teams that have other aspirations will just grind out that result and get
Yeah.
it. Aston Villa did not play well today, which is credit to Man U because they played well. But at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
ultimately, you need to be able to perform at a certain top level in
Much
every
better.
area of the pitch. Man U, you get we controlled the middle of the pitch surprisingly, right? But we're poor in both boxes. In our own box to score, I mean our own box to defend, in our opponent's box to score.
To
We're poor
score.
in those two phases. But so I think for me, Sha, considering the players we had missing, the way things went in the game, Bruno getting injured, we deserve the draw, but it was unlucky. I'll take this performance all day as opposed to, I know we lost, but I'll take this performance all day as opposed to what happened against West Ham or what happened against Everton. Do you get?
Everton.
Yeah, so Man U is a Man U is a work in progress.
My biggest issue with your work in progress
Mm-hmm.
is the alarming level of inconsistency. So, for example, you said that you would take the performance today
Right.
against Aston Villa. Where was the performance against Everton? Where was the performance against West Ham? This performance that you mentioned today, you likened it to the performance against Arsenal. So, what exactly is missing? Like, what exactly is missing? Because I tried to look at Manchester United, so far this season, and I can't really pinpoint and say that it's working out in a way. I just feel like you guys are just still here and there, all over the place. We don't like every week, every game week, as a neutral fan or as a rival fan, I don't quite know what to expect from Manchester United, and I think it's a cause of concern.
Yeah.
Bruno being injured today doesn't help you guys.
100%.
And Umbremo
100%.
is out for the
Yeah,
AFCON.
AFCON.
Well, I want to ask you, as a Manchester United fan,
Yeah.
what are your expectations for this season?
For this season, I'll take tops. I'll take anywhere between 5, 6, 7. That's what me I'm expecting.
Five, six,
Because
seven.
yeah,
Ah.
because I think
Are
I
you
believe
taking into consideration that you guys finished, was it 16th or
it
15th
doesn't
last
matter.
season?
Whatever happened last season happened. That last season was a glitch, was a blip. It doesn't Man U doesn't finish 15th, and we all know that.
Man, you
We
finishes 15th though. It
went
happened
every
last season.
and then that's what I'm saying. Now what happened last season was he don't go, it has gone. Jiggets.
Long ways continue.
That's what you want as a rival fan. It's understandable now. But you see, when I discuss Manchester United, Man U is building. Everybody is always quick to compare Manchester United to the next best thing. Manchester United is building brick by brick. You say Manchester United, every team, every good winning side or every title aspiring team has a core. Manchester United don't have a core. So we're just building a core that we can now build a team around. You need to have a core first before you can build a team. You cannot build a team then now look for core after. Yeah, then the core needs to be there. So we don't have there are certain things you need to play good football consistently or to play in a good way consistently. You need a midfield. We don't have a midfield. And we know that. Jiget. But last season we knew that we had a scoring problem. That has been fixed to an extent. It's not the best yet. We're not at maximum level yet, but we're not scoring as much as we should, but we're not scoring less like last season. So that's one step closer to building
So
the core.
so what you guys are literally doing is you're building from the front to the back.
That's how their own mode of execution.
So
that's how Manchester United's board mode of execution is going. Yeah. Damn.
I stand to be corrected because it was Ten Hag that brought in Mason Mount.
Yeah.
It was Ten Hag that brought in Casemiro. It was Ten Hag that brought in Ugarte. Now these players,
Ten Hag did not bring in Casemiro. Ten Hag did not bring in Ugarte.
who brought in those players?
They were signed under his regime, yes, but Casemiro came as a result of, remember when Manchester United were chasing De Jong, the old transfer window, and they could not get De Jong. They now carried 60 million to go and give Madrid for Casemiro.
Okay, I think that also explains the reshuffling at
At the top too.
at the top too, because the transfers, in my opinion, at the time, they didn't make any sense.
Did you get-
Because I was watching the game today and I was telling my friend, I said, you have Ugarte that cost about 50 million. You have Casemiro that cost about 70 million. That is a 120 million midfield. And every Manchester United fan that I know don't rate those two players, at least as of now. Maybe Casemiro is trying a bit.
I rate Casemiro, but you see that Ugarte is the one that I watched a video not long ago. Someone said that Casemiro Ugarte is playing against us. You see, that takes me back to what I was saying as to before we're just buying players for buying sake. So if you chase this one, if you not go, you just purchase this one. But now it seems like they are sat down and they are trying to, like, I'll take every Manchester United banter right now because obviously we've done so well in the past and we've bantered people. Football is understandable, right? But we expect so much from Manchester United right now, and Manchester United levels right now is up and down. We're going to keep playing well sometimes, and some other days they'll be terrible. It's going to be inconsistent. It's going to be up and down the whole season, simply because we are trying to play. Because we don't have a midfield that can control football games. We don't have a defense that is confident enough to play expressively or play assertive football. Does that make sense? We have a lot of times you see Man U's possession is central centre back. You give Luke Shaw, give Lennon Euro. This one's give him back because one, there's no midfielder that they can confidently give, that can turn, receive the ball and turn. The few times they gave Ugarte ball today, like this, see, they rushed him and collected the ball from him and he's straight on attack. So the other option for them is to go long. And when you go long too, for me, long balls takes forever to bring down, to control, to do all the things you want to do. Those ones there too will be fighting with so many people. Do you get? So we don't have. If you watch the game, you notice that when Martinez came on, it seemed a little better because there was somebody. It's not his position, right? But because there was someone in midfield that could receive the ball and turn or pick a pass, play a forward pass. Ugarte.
What if I told you? What if I told you that
Casemiro is not doing bad, but a 33-year-old Casemiro cannot play in the Premier League. In the high octane Premier. Casemiro can only play 30 minutes, 60 minutes. He can't play full 90 minutes with the high octane football in the Premier League. So Manchester United right now, we are in a building phase, and people need to realize and understand that and always stop. If they win today, let's take it as a win and move. Even the manager will tell you, the manager is not always. If he wins, he remains level-headed. We win today, next one.
I mean, I would accept that you guys are in a building phase if I see like the pattern. Say this time next year now, if I see like this is what the pattern is, like I mentioned earlier, it does seem to me that Amorim and whoever is behind him this season are building from attack to defense, right?
Yes,
because
clearly.
You guys brought in Mbeumo, Cunha,
3 attackers,
Shesco. Those are very good Premier League proven, and there's a potential with Shesco which makes a lot of sense, right? So I would expect that the next will be the midfield.
Phase, yes.
Because there's been a lot of talk, even in transfer, you're linked to Adam Watson and Elliot Anderson, Baliba, and
My
honestly,
boys.
those are very good players, and then maybe then the defense. I think you still have some numbers in the defense that you can, improve. But I was going to say something regarding to this Aston Villa game. Do you think, because you mentioned something about Lisandro Martinez coming into the midfield and it seemed like it was a little better. I have an opinion. I think that based on what Amorim wants to do, especially with that midfield,
Yeah.
Lisandro Martinez at the moment is the best option to play the role that Amorim wants for your center midfield players. And here's why.
Why?
Number one, is defensive in nature. He's a very combative, aggressive defender, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he has problem in covering grounds because
He doesn't.
I watched him at Ajax. He was always everywhere. He's an Argentine. They are very aggressive. They are very warrior-like in how they play.
The
Right?
butcher.
So he's a butcher. So moving up and down the pitch shouldn't be a problem. The only concern would be his fitness. He gets injured and stuff like that. Which is something that can be coached. Don't rush into tackles. Because I saw him rush into a tackle today. I'm like, he could have done his ankle there, right?
Yeah.
But what I really appreciated about him in today's game was his passing.
100%.
Breaking the lines, between McGinn, Onana, and what's the name? Is it Kamara? With his passing, finding Mason Mount, finding Cunha with those decisive passes, because those kind of passes, direct.
Those are the progressive balls now.
Progressive balls.
Passes,
You
yes.
make a pass, you break the mid block, you give it to your runners. Those that are direct, that go at the defenders.
Right.
Bro, if Lisandro Martinez can play more games in that position, he can make that, in my opinion, he can make that position his own to the end of the season. And he might give Amorim fresh headache. Because, you rather aim at the defense. But come to think of it, I know people have, when you guys bought Lisandro Martinez, I was skeptical about his height, playing in defense, being bullied by the likes of Mateta, Haaland, these huge strikers that we have in the Premier League. But in the midfield, he can literally be a Kante, right? And then still be able to progress the ball, which can help you guys. He puts someone that is, a little bit has the mindset to move further forward beside him. Trust me, that can be a very solid midfield pairing. In my opinion. Think about it. And here's why. Because when I was also watching the game, Lisandro Martinez was a player that Arteta wanted to buy.
Yes.
And Arteta wanted him as a first choice instead of Zinchenko. We ended up getting Zinchenko, right? And if you look at how Zinchenko played for us 2022-2023, he was always inverting into the midfield to break the lines with his passing. Right? So you can imagine that Arteta somewhat profiled Lisandro Martinez and Zinchenko as the same profile type of player. So imagine we didn't have Zinchenko, that would have been Lisandro Martinez doing those things. And Zinchenko, obviously, is very, very lapse defensively. He's not as good defensively, but that would have been Lisandro Martinez's strength. Because those defensive lapses that Zinchenko cost us, that would have been the case with Lisandro Martinez. So I want you to think about it.
So I see where you're coming from, but the reason why I'm against it is because the way Ruben Amorim implements is two midfielders. They need to cover huge grounds on the pitch. Like the reason why he's trying to buy an engine in the midfield is because that's what he literally needs. This guy, Lisandro Martinez, is not that guy. He has everything we need in possession. He has it. In possession, we have it. But out of possession is a problem, one. And two, the rest defense also is the reason why he cannot play it. You said Zinchenko comes in from the left back and tucks into the midfield to make a midfield 2 with Pat.
Yeah.
So they have a rest defense of 3-2. But Manchester United is Lisandro Martinez cannot be that one.
One is very risky though.
That's it. That's why I say it's the way he implements it. That's why, because you see Bruno is bombing forward to join them. The wing backs are high up. The 2 10s and the central striker. So his build up in possession is 3-1-6. Martinez can play that one. That's fine in possession, but out of possession, he cannot. because they will just be running. Already, they are running through United's midfield easily, and he doesn't have legs. The reason he was supposed to be number one option for that left centre back position, yes, but he struggles with covering wide spaces. So these are on the ball is perfect. Himself and Aiden Heaven perfect on the ball, but Lisandro Martinez, the reason why he will not work, he worked in the midfield today because we sort of nullified Aston Villa's build up, and also Aston Villa's build up is midfield heavy. They're trying to build through the midfield, so he doesn't need to run out wide and cover space. He can just be in the middle, like he was doing today, marking Yuri Tillemans, trying to cover the edge of the box. Yes, he can do that, but if he has to maybe bump forward, run around, cover the right side back when he's out of position, and he cannot do that. He doesn't have the legs to do that. The same way the guy is also, Amorim is also preserving someone like Luke Shaw. Ideally, you want Luke Shaw to be playing left wing back.
Left wing back, yes.
But he doesn't have it in his body again. His body cannot carry it again. So the best place, you just play him that left centre back where he can be pushing forward and
pushing forward, yeah.
So
he has to be well managed.
Exactly. So he's well managed, and that's the thing. That links me to another thing. The reason why people say Amorim makes a lot of changes, negative changes. I agree. Sometimes he makes a lot of negative changes. It did not happen in this game. The changes were good in this game, but the reason why is because a lot of all these players, they have history of being fragile. Lisandro Martinez just came back from maybe ACL. Before that ACL, he had the metatarsal. You get injury record, injury. So sometimes these players, you might want them to play 90 minutes, but they cannot because it's protecting them. They can only play 60, only play 70 to take them out before they injure. And our one reliable player that has been playing all the 300 and something matches for Manchester United also got injured.
Those got injured today. Hopefully, it's not a serious injury.
It's a serious injury because Amorim said it's a soft tissue injury, and soft tissue injury is minimum 6 to 12 weeks. So it's possible that we might not see Bruno till maybe like end of February, like this February minimum. So that's fresh headache now.
As a rival fan, that's good news. But then again,
we're not rivaling you now. You asked at the top of the table. I don't have any.
No. So here's the thing. I don't like Manchester United.
I understand.
And because I decided to come out and say, okay, I wanted to start talking about soccer. I was going to say I was not going to let my hate in quotes,
agenda.
Let that agenda, introduce a form of bias in how I talk. Like you would notice, I'm trying to be constructive about what I'm talking about. It's very hard. See me wishing Bruno well. I don't wish him well, but I wish him well.
But at the same time, if we sit back and leave out expectations, which I know is not possible to do, but the guys that played today did not do bad.
They didn't do bad.
The game today, Manchester United
Dogu even impressed me today.
Manchester United deserved the draw today. Did you get it? Because the goals that they scored us today, yes, there's defensive errors there, but those were beauties.
Morgan Rogers. I'll do anything to have that guy at my club. I need that directness.
A friend of mine
from my midfield, from my wings. I need it.
A friend of mine messaged me when Rogers scored, and I'm like, it was a good goal. You can't complain. You can't complain about that kind of that first goal. Yes, you can complain about what your team did not do. Lenny Yoro should not be letting him bring the ball from that height down. We know that Rogers is cutting in. Why you letting him go where he wants to go?
I mean, Lenny Yoro is still young. It's part of his learning curve.
That's why I'm not even. He's 19 years old.
He's 19 years. So it's part of his footballing education.
The 19-year-old centre back in Manchester United are struggling.
As Wenger said something about playing youngsters. He said, when you play a youngster, you know that it's going to cost you points.
Definitely.
Like it's a given. It will make mistakes, but what you get, the ROI at the end of the day, is you're potentially building a seasoned defender. Because a young defender playing the Premier League is the toughest league in the world. He's going to make mistakes, but that mistakes will shape him. I remember when we first got Gabriel Magalhaes, and I was 22. He was erratic.
He didn't have the best.
Cost us so many games, but look at him now. He's being talked about as being one of the best centre backs in the world. So I'm not concerned about Fola. I call him Fola because he resembles Fola. Fola, the Nigerian artist.
Oh no.
I say Pola. But yeah, I mean, I want to speak to the stats. You guys really dominated them, which is impressive.
Yeah, we
You know,
bought them.
Villa at home. Your
Yeah.
XG, you had a bigger XG. You had more big chances, more shots. You had
We had
more
everything. We
passes,
had
more
everything
but
but the points.
the points.
Yeah, we had
And
everything but the
honestly,
points.
it's something. It's something that should, have Amorim. Honestly, let me remove my rival at. Hmm? I know a lot of United fans are Amorim out because of how he handles certain players. The
Yeah.
Kobe Mino situation, Rashford, and some other players that are Man United fan favorites, right?
Yeah.
He can probably do better in man management.
Definitely.
But I think that from an outside point, I can see what he wants to do, right? It's going to take time.
Definitely.
My issue is the inconsistency, and I think it's expected.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
expected. So I think I would have an issue if next season you get in a couple more players and it's still like this.
Oh, no.
Like there should be a sense of progression.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I know a lot of people argue against Atata being a success at Arsenal because he hasn't delivered the trophies and everything, but you cannot deny the fact that he has significantly improved our football, the way we play football.
He has given people a football team.
Exactly. And, the first season, there were the inconsistencies. He was bringing in his players one by one. I think it was 8th place finish, then 5th place, then second.
Yes.
Now he's stuck at second. Hopefully he gets it done. But Amorim, last year it was 15th place.
Yeah.
Anything higher than 15th place, let's say in the top 10, in my opinion, is a step forward. And I could see glimpses in this game. You guys really played well without your superstars.
Manchester United should not be finishing below 8.
I mean, you guys have that pride as a club.
No, it's not even pride. It's not even pride.
Premier League.
It's not even
Premier
pride
League does.
level. I know Premier League is tough, but Manchester United with the crop of
players,
attacking players that we have right now. The reason why I'm not even pushing, the reason why I'm not even saying 5th is because our defense will cost us like they've been doing. Bournemouth, they cost us. Today, they cost us. Do you get? And we'll have chances, we'll have games like that. This season is going to be a season where Man U is winning 4-3, 3-2. We're not going to have a lot of 2-0s, 3-0s.
You guys are currently 7th, so
yeah.
It's not looking bad.
I don't expect anything less than an 8th finish.
I think it's doable. Because
very, very doable.
The teams that are around you guys, you have Sunderland, which is just 1 point ahead of you.
Yeah.
You have Crystal Palace and Brighton, and it's just 2 points that separates, Everton. I don't think all this Everton.
Chelsea just 3 points away now, and I think Chelsea's 4th.
Yeah, Chelsea's 3 points away and they're 4th. Yeah, so it's doable.
It's doable.
It's very doable.
They should give me Semenyo and Ruben Neves in January.
Let me check through your next couple of fixtures.
We're playing Newcastle next. We're playing Newcastle with no Bruno.
Damn,
no Bruno, no Ahmad, no Mbuemo.
But guess what? After Newcastle, you're playing Leeds. Away.
Leeds, Wolves.
You're playing Wolves at home.
Wolves at home.
You should beat Wolves.
No, definitely.
You're playing Leeds away. It's going to be a tricky game.
A tricky one,
but you can do it.
I expect a win too. Yes.
And then you're playing Burnley away. In my opinion, out of 12 points, you should be at least getting 9. And if you get 9, all these other teams in and around you guys, they will drop points. But then after that run, my brother, there's a demonic run coming. It is Man City, Arsenal, Fulham, Tottenham, West Ham.
There's nothing there now.
Nothing there. You're coming to the Emirates.
If there's anything,
you're getting beat. You're getting
brother, if there's anything I can tell you for a fact, Premier League. Don't worry. We'll be here now.
When was the last time you beat me at the Emirates?
It's not by that. All those things don't matter. It's when you last you beat me. Football is what we are going to play on that. Me, I'm not one of those people that is, you've not beaten me in 4 months. It's on that day we'll meet ourselves and we'll play.
Yeah, should be an exciting one.
Going into that first game of the season, Arsenal were confident that they were going to sweep Man U all around the floor.
No. Old Trafford has always been a tricky place for Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm not going to come here and start lying. See, my wish every time is to go to the home ground of my rivals and decimate them. Like I want to go and like before the Chelsea game, I was online, making mouths, bragging. I want to beat Chelsea 5-0 for. I knew it was not going to be so. I knew it was going to be a tight game. If we're going to, it was going to be maybe 2-1 or 1-0. That's how it always is. So regardless, if Manchester United were 18th, whenever we face them, it's always going to be tough because these big teams, they like to prove a point to themselves, right? You respect the other big team because
I expect Arsenal to beat Manchester United in
I
January
I also expect that.
simply because of the current situation of things. Bruno is injured. Some of our key players are out.
No, Ahmad and Bruno should be back by then. I think.
What date is it? It's not first week in January.
No, it's the 25th of January. They might not make it to the Man City game, which is on the 17th.
25th of January, and then they'll be back now because AFCON ends on the 18th, so they'll be
On
back
the 18th,
now.
and they'll be back.
They'll be back.
So-
They'll be back now. So there's even more to play for.
And they could even make it to the Man City game if they get
If
eliminated.
they get eliminated. Manchester United this season is going to have. There'll be a lot of unexpected wins,
Mhm.
unbelievable losses too. Jiggy, there'll be a lot of that, and we've already seen.
I agree.
We've seen glimpses of that happening. Man U lost to Grimsby. Man U lost to Brentford. After that, they beat Liverpool and they beat Brighton back to back. Nobody expects that. Do you understand? So we're going to have games like that where we'll beat some teams that we're not supposed to beat. Like I said, because we are just building. For example, this game, it was, I don't want to start calling it, but Lenny Euro cost us this game, right? Last game, Luke Shaw and Aiden Heaven, there were some games, there were times that our goalkeepers were costing us. We're fixing our problem gradually. Slowly but surely. Against Bournemouth, if we had Onana or Bayende in goal, we're losing that match. Easily. There are games that, because we have a new goalkeeper now, he has breathed a different kind of confidence. On the center back, or even on the players. Do you get, like, the focus of Manchester United now is no more goalkeeper. There was a time our goalkeepers were in the news every time.
Every weekend, yeah.
There were times that our attackers were in the news every time for missing this one. So we are sorting our problems gradually. We've sorted the attack a bit. We are scoring more goals. Yes, we are still missing, but like we are scoring. And I'm imagining that a time will come where we'll have our Cunha and Mbeumo and Sesko where they'll be all firing at the same time. That sounds like a very interesting time to look forward to. Do you get? So there's prospect of that happening. We have a good goalkeeper for now that is doing a good job. I mean, as the life of a goalkeeper, you should just do the basics and do it well. He's doing it very well for now. Do you get? So the focus is shifting from.
I actually like a goalkeeper. It seems very calm.
Decent, and that's all you need. Just come, do your job,
and don't make a fuss.
So imagine we had players like that all around. Just come, do your job quietly, deliver your 7.5 in your position, and go. Imagine everybody in the team can deliver 7.5 to 8.0 performance.
That's title winning performance.
Do you get? So we're not there yet. We're going to lose a lot of games, but we'll win some too. That will be surprising. That will give people, is Manchester United back? There's no coming back. There's no anything. We are building. Gradually.
I agree.
So I don't expect anything less than an 8th position finish this season. If not, with this set of players, Amorim can go again at the end of the season. Go. Yes, now.
I haven't gauged the reaction on social media. I haven't since the game. I don't want to believe that there is a meltdown. Honestly, I think any reasonable Manchester United fan should understand that was actually a very good performance.
You know that there's no meltdown. There's no Manchester United lost. But teams cannot even banter them because they know that there was something they did. It was just a classic Sunday morning or afternoon, depending on where you watch it, Premier League game. Do you get? Manchester United played well, but they lost, so it's fine. We move on. So I don't expect that there will be any meltdown or any banter. Just regular, normal banter. Yes, we go on. But if you look at the game critically, it was a good game for both sides in the sense that Aston Villa got their results. They didn't play well, but you don't need to play well. They got the job done. They got their result. Manchester United showing signs of improvement. It's not good enough, but there's something to hold on to.
Something, yeah.
It's just to be able to replicate it going forward, try and do more. If we can reduce our mistakes and be more potent up front, the conversation will change around Manchester United. There's a time that everybody was clamoring for Amorim's head to go. People have said out, people have said in. Ultimately, he's here. So we have accepted that he's here.
I think the chairman said he was going to give him 3 years.
What I even like about the guys, at first he was stubborn that he wasn't going to do, but yes, he has adjusted and is making some changes. Yes, it's still costing us because one thing I really don't like is we have a lot of players playing in unfamiliar positions, and sometimes it also contributes to the mistakes they are making.
Yeah.
For example, the first goal today, Lenioro could have been caught in between. Oh, do I have to go out wide, defend out wide, or do I have to stay close? Because there were times in the game that he was confused as to, am I running out wide to block the wide space, or am I tucking in to play as a right centre back? So today night, I felt like he was playing as a right back. But on formation, it says he was playing as a right centre back. And there were some times that he played some balls in between him and Aiden Heaven where he was running sideways, he had to turn again because of that confusion in position. So sometimes some of those things can be affecting these guys too. So I feel like the next stage of evolution for Amorim is to try and help his players reduce their weaknesses, because a lot of times they're in positions where their weaknesses are showing. Like Lenioro is a top talent that Madrid was fighting to buy. They were trying to buy him. So how is it that he's in Manchester United now, and obviously because he's young and all this and making mistakes, yes, his weaknesses are showing. His strengths, we're not seeing him use his strengths as much. Also because there's a confidence issue too. So there's a lot of things going on in Manchester United, because these players too, they are eager to want to bring the club back. So there's this nervousness of not trying to make mistake. And when you're too jittery and too nervous, there's where the mistake can even be made easily. So there's so many things. They are building the team, they are building the mentality, they are building the mindset, it's building the environment, it's building. So there are a lot of things that the guy is fighting. So sometimes, even when I want to drag or slander the guy, I'll just be like, the guy is fighting so many battles at
the same time. I think a true test of his edit level or his level as a manager will be how well and how quickly he's able to address all these issues, turn this, the situation around, and still deliver a acceptable level of result. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I think if he backs himself, if he really backs himself, I think he'll be able to do it, because you guys have amazing players.
Oh yeah,
you guys have amazing players.
I need Semenyo and Ruben Neves in January.
Semenyo and Ruben Neves.
That's what I need.
Semenyo and Ruben Neves.
Then in the summer they should not give me Elliot Anderson. No, we can't see, man, you cannot sort out.
Or do you want me to give you Saliba?
I don't want Saliba. If you want to give me anything now, give me Bastoni. I'll take Bastoni.
That's actually, I think Bastoni is Italian. It's always difficult to take them away from their league. I was even surprised when Calafiori came. And even when Calafiori was coming, I'm not sure, but there was an Italian that was, maybe it was the coach of Bologna at the time, that was like, why are you going to the Premier League? They always like to stay, in their league. Right? Because that's what they try. See Keisa, for example, now, just in Liverpool, sitting on the bench.
That's all they can do. If Manchester United can sign, just give me Barella and Bastoni. Give me Barella
and Bastoni. Your long throat don't do
Barella and Bastoni.
Your long throat don't do too
Neves
much.
and Semenyo in January. Wow.
Your long throat don't do too much. Anyways, I think this has been it's been another fantastic review. I was going to put the hard stop at 30 minutes, but the conversation, went on, and I think it's been brilliant so far. Hopefully, you guys pick up points. Your next round of fiction against Newcastle.
We'll be here Boxing Day. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, now. All right. So yeah, we'll see again. So guys, if you like this content, share your comments, your opinions. If you think we're just here chatting nonsense, let us know.
Let us know who you think Manchester United should sign in January.
Exactly.
That will help improve the team. Give me Semenyo, Ruben Neves, Barella, and Bastoni.
Honestly, these players that you mentioned, if you sign them,
yeah,
you guys are solid.
Next level.
Yeah, next level. But as a rival fan, that can never happen. That will not happen. I hope it doesn't happen. And I hope that this unfortunate situation that you find yourself in, it continues. It continues.
We shall see.
All right.
We shall see.